Hi, I'm Eugene Berger-Matamala, and this is my About Me for this class. This first image here is a statue from Chile. This is Francisco de Aguirre, I think. He was one of the conquistadores, and one of the first things you need to know about me is that I met my wife in Chile, and I've done a study abroad to Chile, and I go back there as much as I can. So my higher ed experience is pretty vast, I think. Um, I started at Willamette University in Salem, Oregon, in well, in the previous century, in the 1900s, as we like to say. Um, I grew up on the West Coast, so it seemed like a good spot for me. Then I went to Vanderbilt University for my master's and PhD, and I got my PhD and master's in Latin American history. I'd found two great professors there that I really wanted to work with, so I think it went pretty well. I really enjoyed my time there and had great mentors. Then I moved to Missouri. That was my first job out of grad school. I taught at Missouri Southern State University. This is a tour that we did of the Santa Fe Trail with some public school teachers, some social studies teachers. So I've always been very interested in education policy and trying to connect to K through 12 people. This was through a Teaching American History grant. And then I ended up at Georgia Gwinnett College, and I've been here since 2011, and I've really had a great time. I've tried to help build the Latin American history curriculum that didn't really exist before I got here, and this is an event that we did last year, right before the Super Bowl, the Bad Bunny Super Bowl, or after the Bad Bunny Super Bowl. We did a little Puerto Rican background, Puerto Rican history with Dr. Taina Figueroa from Emory. And yeah, this is me down here with Grizz, our mascot. Why am I here? Um, I did a leadership fellowship with HACU, the Hispanic Association of Colleges and Universities, last year. And I think I said in our orientation that I always thought I would be just a teaching faculty member, doing research, doing my classes. But I think the longer I've been doing this, the more curious I've become with the leadership aspect and the policy aspect. So um, hopefully this will lead me to a leadership position within higher education. When this is all said and done, as kind of the next step. What I hope to get out of this course, I want to make fewer mistakes. Sometimes my mistakes lead me to some enthusiasm that is um, where I throw caution to the wind, and I make some mistakes in terms of following the chain of command, or asking the wrong people the wrong things, or getting too emotionally invested in some of the things that go on at my institutions. I want to understand my role better. I think that fits along well with what I was saying in terms of making fewer mistakes. And I want to be able to take this, what I'm learning about education policy in the United States. I want to be able to travel with it. I mentioned that I have visited Chile a lot. I've lived in Chile. I think we can learn a lot from other countries and their experience with education. Obviously, just from a surface level, I know that the education model in the United States is based on a lot of what is done in other countries. And personal interests, I have um, uh, I'm married to an educator. Um, I've been married to a fellow educator for 27 years, so we do a lot with her high school. That's my son hiding behind me in this picture here. We were at a basketball game at her high school. This is me in high school, so I don't play basketball anymore, but I watch it. I enjoy it. This is me and all my pets. If you look closely, you can see that we have my dog got cut out here, but we have three cats and a dog. I'm also very interested in cooking and eating, and this is us in Chile. Um, this is my wife and my son and her friend. We were eating at a typical Chilean food restaurant there. I try to replicate that. I like to grill. I like to cook Chilean food. I have a YouTube channel where I cook and I talk about history all at the same time. I'm still perfecting it, but hopefully I can mix those two interests together, the history and the food part. And then I'm on Instagram and I'm uh, on TikTok as well. You can find me at profe_Berger. I like to take pictures of what I'm doing on campus and off, and all the tours and all the food, and yeah. So those are my outside interests. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to hearing all of your stories.